you. I'm Billy, by the way. Hey. So anyway, this is Pugilist by Alter Ego Brewing. I've got, I love this company. They make some brilliant craft beers, local to me, and on the Nottinghamshire Derbyshire board, more Nottinghamshire, but I'm from Nottingham, so I'm going to say Nottingham, aren't I? So, this is Pugilist, if that's how you pronounce it. Pugilist. It's a Tonka Bean Milk Stout. It's 6.3%. I will read what it says. So, Alter Ego Brewing Company, embrace your alter ego. We brew great beer for superheroes like you. Be kind, be good. I love that. Be kind, be good. In the world we're in at the moment, being kind, being good, it means more than you could ever imagine. So they're based in Heanor, which is Derbyshire, but we call it Nottinghamshire. So, Pugilist. We have taken the mighty little Tonka bean and pitted it against the heavyweight milk stout for a classic David and Goliath battle in this Tonka Bean Milk Stout. The Tonka bean pulls no punches, bringing a wide range of flavours to the fight. Unfined, unpasteurised, unfiltered, 6.3%. Yeah, and there we have it. Do like this company, gotta be honest. They've got a great little micro pub called The Tip in Losco in Derbyshire, so it's not far from Heanor as it is. Heanor, which used to be on the way to American Adventure. Sadly, American Adventure don't exist anymore, which is a real shame for fans of theme parks. And here we go. There is a collab from Alter Ego Brewing on Navigation Brewery's bar at the beer festival. I do hope that next year for Nottingham Craft Beer Festival that that the people who run it, and trust me, I will be contacting the people who run it and making sure that they know of Alter Ego, Urban Chicken, and many other craft beer producers, and getting these craft beer people in there where they belong, as Nottingham breweries, showcasing what Nottingham can do. I'm very supportive, properly supportive of my local breweries, more so than other organisations out there. And as a beer reviewer, I'll use whatever, if I have any poke on the internet, to do so, And the brewer himself, Matt, lovely lad, met his family as well, lovely people. And for me, they're producing good beers. That's what matters, supporting our local families, breweries. It's in times of COVID, that's what it's gone down to. Support locals, build out from locals back up to the nationals. The nationals, to be fair, are mega rich. Locals aren't. Imagine yourself in that position. So black pour, just slightly off white head. Get the lactose aroma coming through, that milky lactose sort of aroma. If there is lactose in it, I have no idea. I didn't read the instructions. Now I'm getting a roastiness from there. I've had a few beers tonight, as you do. So I'm slightly abbreviated, not overly abbreviated, but slightly abbreviated, which is why, you say what you say, don't you? And trust me, as someone who's got an opinion and is not affiliated to any company, brewery, or anybody, it's something I can do. And sometimes, let's be fair, in this world, it needs somebody who is not constrained to see what other people can't see because they're blinked, to put it out there. This company, as the same with Bang the Elephant and Urban Chicken Ale, deserve to be at Nottingham Craft Beer Festival. Anybody from Nottingham Craft Beer Festival watching, please contact me. I'll go over why for you. But in any case, great beer nonetheless. do apologise. Got my dog walking backwards and forwards. He's 16 years old, and it's his way of telling me to get out of the shed and get back up the house. Never back in a minute. So, yeah, hitting the spot nicely. Young brewery. Love what they're doing. I'm not sure when they came out, to be honest. And this is the thing, you know. If you watch this video, you've seen me review lots of beers, lots of breweries. Look what's around you. Look what the breweries are around you. Don't just go to the supermarket. See what's around you. Try them. You know, every beer you buy that you don't buy from supermarkets is money that's keeping these people alive, keeping their business going. And you know, there's some cracking beers out there. I've tasted some amazing beers that just blow anything that the supermarkets have to offer. And that, I'm not joking. I have tasted them, although got rather drunk on them as well. But there you go. You know, it's the one thing about doing beer reviews that you do get a tad on the drinker side. But hey, it is what it is. My dog walks around more drunk than what I do. That says something. But it's a Friday night, the weekend's here. You know, it's time to embrace the weekend. And you know, we've had a wake at work today, and it brings home to you that live life. You know, we don't know how long we've got on the earth. None of us do. So be the best person. Be the best person you can. Be a good person. That's what it's all about. Be that good person. Okay. So, just pour the rest of this in. Jobs are good in. Do love this brewery. What I do love about Nottingham breweries is, when a dog doesn't keep walking in, is that, yeah, you'll sneeze. And is that they're all very supportive of each other's. They're like a family. And I love the fact that this Sunday at Carrington Farmers Market in Nottingham, in Carrington, which is next to Sherwood, I live in Sherwood, you can go to the market. There are meat producers, cakes, all sorts of people. There's cider, beer. And the beer store that's there is Navigation Brewery from Nottingham. And the good man Dom, the head brewer, lovely bloke, and his missus and their kids, bless them. And they're selling beers, not only from Magpie Brewery and Navigation Brewery, but Alter Ego, Solstice Brewing. That, to me, is what Nottingham is about. We're about family. We're about supporting breweries, you know, supporting our locals. I only have to look in the local area, to me, Sherwood, and I see a thriving local community of shops that, because the big shops have scaled back their bakery operations, their counters operations, that the butchers are coming back, different butchers. And so the big companies just get greedy, cutting everything down for profit. And it's bringing back the traditional shops, people who want the right sort of meat, the right sort of pastries. And you know, local to me, we are showing that. We are doing it better. This is something we can replicate in the country, you know. And these are local beers. Buy local beers. Taste a decent beer. Right, I've got off my high horse. Let's get back on with beer. I do apologise. But sometimes, you know, sometimes it has to be said. And I'll say it all day long. I don't care. I'm not, like I say, I'm not affiliated to anyone. No one's holding my strings, apart from God himself. if there is a God, or the wife. But yeah, you know, opinions matter, good opinions matter, and we must always remember that behind every company there always a face, there is a family that, you know, and if producing good stuff, it deserves credit. Credit where credit's due. This is a good company. Their tap room is amazing. It's a lovely little tap room. It's hidden out of the way in Loscoe in Derbyshire, but it is an amazing tap room. And I'm going to make sure this weekend that I get some beers from Alter Ego, and make sure my good beer review friends get to at least sample some of the beers that I buy. You know, a certain amount of money's worth. I can't afford a lot. You know, it's just me. But I have to work for my money. You know, I don't get freebies. But I want to make sure that when they come up, they take some beers away with them, and hopefully spread the word about some of the great breweries they produce, and listen to their beer reviews and see if I agree or don't agree. You know, we can't always agree on beer reviews. So going back to the beer, I do get the roasty elements with this coffee and whatnot, slight chocolate element. I do get a milky element, that lactosey element. Whether there is lactose or not, I don't know. I've not looked at them that far. Very easy drinking and a very good brewery. Do a wide range of beers. And if you're ever lucky enough to be anywhere near Derbyshire, check them out. You know, if you've got a hotel nearby, go to the pub. You'll spend all day in the pub. They've got a lovely little heater in the pub. Oh, might treat the wife to an evening out one night and get a hotel nearby, and get because it's just slightly too far to travel for us. It's half an hour from us, so it's a nice hotel nearby, relatively nearby, would be interesting, especially if the man himself is actually serving that night, you know, on the bar, and his good wife and children, and you know, to meet up with him. And this is with something from the Mega Brew, the Bang the Elephant Mega Brew they've read for Nottingham's Craft Beer Robin Hood Beer Festival, where loads of breweries and myself, and I did take part, you know, very small part, you know, did do a bit of promotional work beforehand, and you know, I love doing that for my um, local breweries. And sadly, Camera didn't take no notice, but you know, hopefully someone at Camera will see the error of their ways and say, "Oh, do beer reviewers matter?" Oh yeah, they do matter, but you know, we won't go any far into that. There will come a discussion in the future where I will digest that, and I will give a blunt opinion. That day's coming, but not before the beer festival, obviously. But and nonetheless, 6.3% black pour, light head, light white. Well, it's off white for me. Again, a beautiful beer. I would call it a stout. It did say milk stout, didn't it? Tonka bean. I'm not sure with Tonka bean. Tonka bean's always a funny thing to me. It can vary depending on who is brewing, but nonetheless, a decent stout. 6.3% out of 5 for me. A good 4.4 out of 5. Would I drink it again? Yeah, I would. Um, Normally when I'm not so fucking pissed, but pardon my French. Two big beers hit me round the regions where I don't want to be hit. But nonetheless, decent beer it is, and from a decent brewery. And I'm saving the last bits to do a quick 1 minute review. Hey, these things happen these days. But yeah, decent beer, decent brewery. Make sure you check them out. Alter Ego Brewing. And if you're ever in Derbyshire, check out their tap room. It's amazing. And that's it for this beer review. Would I drink it again? Hell yes. Cheers, everyone. See you soon.